Hello, and welcome to Roselle Public Library's Miss Rose's Book Suggestion, Part 2. These ebooks can be checked out by logging in or signing up to hoopladigital.com. Thank you. Our first book is The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. The year is 1327. Franciscans in a wealthy Italian abbey are suspected of heresy, and Brother William of Baskerville arrives to investigate. When his delicate mission is suddenly overshadowed by 7 bizarre deaths, Brother William turns detective. His tools are the logic of Aristotle, the theology of Aquinas, the empirical insights of Roger Bacon, all sharpened to a glittering edge by wry humor and a ferocious curiosity. He collects evidence, deciphers secret symbols and coded manuscripts, and digs into the eerie labyrinth of the abbey, where the most interesting things happen at night. Our next book is called The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams. Marjorie Williams' magical nursery tale of a stuffed rabbit and his quest to become real Christmas morning. The room filled with the hustle and bustle of preparation. A rabbit stitched of velveteen sits perched on the top of a little boy's stocking. Those first 2 hours are the best of the young rabbit's life, filled with hugs and play. But like most children, the boy is fickle and easily distracted after Christmas morning. The Velveteen Rabbit is forgotten. Shy and intimidated by the new mechanical toys who sneer at him for being simple, the sawdust-filled rabbit sits quietly at the top of the toy closet, aching to be loved the way he was that wonderful Christmas morning. He's soon taken in by the wise old skin horse, who sets him straight on the way to become real. It's not about expensive mechanism or shiny paint jobs. No. Becoming real is all about the unadulterated love of a child. The Velveteen Rabbit is a timeless story about the importance of love, honesty, and friendship. Our next book is called Peter Pan. This is part of our Tourist Children's Classics series. Take flight with Peter Pan and Tinkerbell on the adventures of a lifetime. Join them as they set off together with the darling children for their magical world of Neverland. Presented with new illustrations by Lear Sabaria, J.M. Barrie's classical tale of lost boys, mermaids, pirates, and a boy who will never grow up will enchant readers of all ages. This unabridged edition also contains an additional story, Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens. Our next book is called The Baker's Secret. On June 5th, 1944, as dawn rises over a small town on the Normandy coast of France, Emanuela is making the bread that has sustained her fellow villagers in the dark days since the Germans invaded her country. Only 22, Emma learned to bake at the side of a master, Ezra Kuchin, the village baker since before she was born. Apprenticed to Ezra at 13, Emma watched with shame and anger as her kind mentor was forced to wear the 6-pointed yellow star on his clothing. She was likewise powerless to help when they pulled Ezra from his shop at gunpoint, the first of many villagers stolen away and never seen again. In the years that her sleepy coastal village had suffered under the enemy, Emma has silently, stealthily fought back. Each day, she received an extra ration of flour to bake a dozen baguettes for the occupying troops. And each day, she mixes that precious flour with ground straw to create extra dough for 2 extra loaves. Contraband bread she shares with the hungry villagers. Under the cold, watchful eyes of armed soldiers, she builds a clandestine network of barter and trade that she and the villagers use to thwart their occupiers. But her gift to the village is more than these few crusty loaves. Emma gives the people a taste of hope, the faith that one day the Allies will arrive to save them. And our last book is called Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. One of the most important works of 20th century American literature, Zora Neale Hurston's beloved 1937 classic, Their Eyes Were Watching God, is an enduring Southern love story sparkling with wit, beauty, and heartfelt wisdom, told in the captivating voice of a woman who refuses to live in sorrow, bitterness, fear, or foolish romantic dreams. It is the story of fair-skinned, fiercely independent Janie Crawford and her evolving selfhood through 3 marriages and a life marked by poverty, trials, and purpose. A true literary wonder, Hurston's masterwork remains as relevant and as affecting today as it was when it was first published. Perhaps the most widely read and highly regarded novel in the entire canon of African American literature. Thank you. I hope you guys have enjoyed these books. See you next time.